back to my channel. As always, thank you so much for your ongoing love and your support. It means the absolute world to me. Let's chat all things this week's video. I'm going to keep it plain and simple because you probably guessed it already. This week is all about a classroom tour of the wonderful world of Prep A that I miss so much and my students miss as well. I had to pop into school really quickly this morning to just grab a few last minute things before this stage 4 lockdown madness begins. So I thought, why not? Let's pop in, let's get what I need. And then in the spur of a moment, I thought, bing, YouTube video for this week. Let's celebrate all things Prep A and our beautiful classroom and treat you to a fun classroom tour of our wonderful world of Prep A. So enjoy. Upon entry, you can see that it is super duper colorful. As you can see, we do have a hand sanitizing station, so the students must use that upon entry, especially during these times when they're, I guess, entering and leaving the classroom. So I have up on display an activity that they did in probably their first round of reading groups. It says who was in Prep A, and all they had to do was overwrite their names and then practice writing their names using the correct letter formations. My board, I try to keep as much white space as possible because I do have a projector where I project a lot onto my whiteboard during our whole class focuses. But today's day, I change that every day. I have this awesome Lucky Ducks helper system where I select 2 random students every single day to ensure that, as many students have a chance at doing something in the classroom. We have our huge class thrush chart, which I refer to a lot during our whole class learning. It is one of the spelling approaches that we use in conjunction with smart spelling. They work like a dream together. The alphabet using the Sassoon style fonts because that's the font that we use at my school. Our word of the week, which this one's an old one, it's from like term 2, vet, and we keep that on the board and we go through that every single day for like 2 minutes as a quick warm up into our spelling lessons. Kindness matters as always, and yeah. So this is where I work from. Guys, fun fact, I bought this post box in my first year of teaching thinking that it was the most coolest thing ever because they could post me their notes, and it's the most impractical thing I've ever bought in my life. So annoying because the door always opens. But anywho, there's my desk. I pretty much do all my work from here during my free periods. Pretty simple. Behind my desk, I have all of my spelling approach resources for smart spelling and thrusts. My mini whiteboard, which I only really use during reading focuses. I put my big book up there, use my magic pointer as I call it, and point to the words, and I can just drag it during my lesson to this space, and I can just work easily and flexibly from that. Student tubs, nice and colourful. We may all be different, but in this class, we swim together. Yes, we do. In Prep A, we swim together. I just want to quickly point out that I use my colourful tubs every single day. Each colour represents a day, so pink being Monday, orange being Tuesday, yellow being Wednesday, blue being Thursday, and green being Friday. And I just pop in all my resources that I need for that day so I know where to go, where to look if I do need them during a lesson. So yeah, everything is in there. It's just a really easy, simple way to just organise yourself for the week as well as the day. So little tip there from me. You will see here I just have a bunch of maths resources that I find that these resources here are what I use most, so I just keep them really accessible for myself. The mini whiteboards the students use a lot in our classroom, so again, they're there for them to access quite easily. And then you can see our Prep A Friendship Garden. Super cute. I really love this idea. Pretty much what they do is they create their own flower and they all belong in our friendship garden. And they have to show the qualities of a good friend as well as a member of the classroom. If it goes south, well, they don't get to be in our friendship garden and are removed. But guys, it's pretty hard to get out of there, and I am lucky to have a gorgeous class. So no one has really left the garden. Hidden corner, variety of books to choose from, positive quotes, something cuddly and cozy for them to chill out in. I have their birthdays up on the window. Classroom expectations. I make sure that whenever I put up my classroom expectations, they are very clear and easy to see. So super visual for the students, because I do refer to them a lot, and I think that you need to really follow through on what you believe your classroom is to be. So highly recommend putting them in a spot where you can easily refer to them, and yeah, easy for the students to understand, I guess. So simple language, especially in prep. Huge backbench. I do a lot of my organizing on there, so anything for portfolios, I do some assessment back there. So if I'm doing guided reading, I use that backbench a lot because there is heaps of room, and I love keeping it nice and clean. And yeah, gorgeous colorful classroom displays. This one's a bit annoying because like the kids just knock it over and I'm like, guys, duck under it, duck, duck, duck. We use bucket fillers in our primary school, which has been a heap of fun. The students love filling up their buckets, and when they have to dip into their buckets, well, it's not a good time, but they're there for the students to use. The whiteboard is like a warning board, so if you're a bit of a bucket dipper, your name goes on there. If you get a tick next to it, well, you empty a dot or you rub it off. So you empty your bucket essentially, but yeah, the students really enjoy it. Again, very visual, easy to understand, and it's something that you can follow through consistently. So using the language, have you been a bucket filler today? What have you done to fill someone's bucket? Or what did you do today to dip into someone's bucket? Have a think about your choices. You get the gist. Inside this cupboard, I have a ton of Matt's resources. I probably need to go through and organize this, but there are so many, yep, guys. Heaps for me to choose from. Love a good hands-on maths lesson, so it's all in there. My word wall, or our word wall, I should say. So every single week we have a new word of the week, and I place it at the top. So it's a never-ending line of our words of the week from a spelling approach, smart spelling. And then usually there's like a crafty activity, and if I can hang it up, I will place it on this wall. Our 100 days of school, we have stopped counting. No, we are still counting. We're on like 95 days, I think, today. So we're 5 days away from our 100. We're just doing it at home. We will have a party for the kids once we come back. But guys, it was how many days when we finished here? 80. We had finished on like 80 days. Haven't been back at school since. Bit sad. Now in there is my office. Yep, I am not going in there. It's a bit like dark and gloomy, so I don't ever work in there, but I do keep some personal belongings in there, any files, assessment records. I lock them in there. You cannot get in. Stop the spread, guys. Stop it. Yep, nice and clear. Student books. I keep all of their books here so I can sort of hand them out and collect them, and they're all in one spot. I don't like the idea yet of sending them to their tubs because it's like a traffic hazard over there, so I keep them here and I just hand them out as required. So the students do still sit on the mat. I mean, they did when we were back at school. I just socially distance them as much as possible, as well as for myself. So you can see that my chair is over there. I did move it a little bit further back just so I had my own personal space, and then I spread my kids out around the floor. Their tables are still socially distanced because I'm guessing when we do come back to school, it's probably going to be the most safest and practical way to move forward with our learning. It was okay. They all could see from where they were, and they still got to work closely with a partner, and I tried to tee them up with someone that they would work well with. And then we have our bag room, wow work coming soon, heap of wet wipes, tissues, because you can never have enough, small little kitchen area that gets used a lot. The students all have a spot for their bag, and then the middle one is a shared spot for their lunch boxes, drink bottles, etc. But yeah, our bins, hanging space because they wear the most gorgeous blazers ever. And that is my classroom. Super fun, super vibrant, happy vibes, you know, everything that I'm about. So I hope you enjoyed today's classroom tour video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. Please don't hesitate to ask me. You can direct message me on my Instagram at heyitsmissa_, or just send me a comment on here and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But smile big always, be kind to yourself as well as others, and I will chat to you all very soon.